Do you remember the All-Father blinded trophy on God of War 2018 on PS4? It was the trophy for destroying all of Odin's ravens. Well, I do, and I remember how annoying it was to have to run about and smash them all with the axe for the trophy, and how frustrating it was when you found ones that weren't perched on top of something just sitting there for you to easily hit them, and instead they required you to try and hit them with the axe from afar as they flew around. So instead of a quick 5-second throw to collect it and then move on, you'd end up wasting minutes flinging the axe all over the place trying to hit the damn thing. Then, as you got more and more angry with every missed throw, you'd get more and more frustrated with it and just start to furiously throw the axe around the place, missing the raven even more, until eventually you ended up hitting it, almost by accident. Well, that fun collectible is back in God of War Ragnarok on PS4 and 5. Yay. And worse still, this time round, there isn't a dedicated trophy for destroying all of the ravens, but you'll still have to do it in this game if you want to unlock another trophy, as the reward you get for destroying all of the ravens will help you unlock a different trophy called the Collector, which requires you to obtain all of the relics and sword hilts in God of War Ragnarok.
That one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
So yeah, it's kind of bullshit that they brought back the Raven collectible, yet you don't actually get a trophy for destroying them all. So what happened? What happened in the 3 or so years it took between the two games? Did they change anything to do with the actual Ravens? Fuck no. The birds still look exactly the same with that green glowing jewel sort of emerald effect on them, and they still squawk when you are near one to give you a hint that one is nearby, and you'll still get ravens that are perched on top of things out in the open right in front of you, and yes, unfortunately, you'll still get ones perched on things tucked away in bullshit places that you wouldn't think to look in. Oh, and of course, you'll still get those bullshit flying ravens that fly about an area in a loop that you will most likely miss a few times before you smash them. Or, if you're like me, you will miss them loads and become angry and frustrated, which results in you just missing them even more. Then, after swearing you hit them and saying it's bullshit, you calm yourself down and find a nice spot to wait in and line up a good shot on them, only to throw the axe as they fly by and still miss them anyway, even though you're right on top of them. Then, after a few more fails, you might leave it and progress on with the level, only to climb up a rock face to then find a better vantage point to easily hit the raven. That happened to me on multiple times in Ragnarok. The only minor difference this time is that Kratos has a spear, which makes them slightly easier to hit from afar compared to using the slower axe. But seeing as you don't get that until later on in the game, you've most likely already got pissed off trying to hit these ravens with your axe and have just given up on smashing them all at that point anyway. If you do stick with it and continue to take out those nosy ravens, you do get to unlock special chests as a reward, which helps towards that collector trophy. However, the loot from them wasn't really that great, and I can't think of anything I got that I actually equipped or thought was worth it, other than to just have enough of the things that I needed for that collector trophy. So, other than the collector trophy, the only real incentive to get all 48 is the secret boss fight encounter that happens when you cash in all of them at the tree. It's not exactly an amazing battle or anything, but I do appreciate that there was something as a result of getting all of these ravens, despite not having a dedicated trophy for smashing them all. It's kind of like a consolation prize almost. But sadly, I couldn't help but shake the smell of bullshit around these ravens, because having to collect 48 more ravens on top of the ones that I've already collected in the first God of War reboot, with little to no change in how it works, just feels lazy to me. It's just more of the same crap busy work, and having to do more of a thing that I already got bored of doing in the first game just sucks, which unfortunately could also be said about the chess puzzles and other collectibles in the game that are ripped right out of God of War 2018. But At least those didn't fly about and make me waste several minutes embarrassing myself as I continually failed to hit a bloody raven with my axe or spear. God damn it, boy, stop looking at me like that, will you? It's hard to hit them, I'm telling you. So yeah, fuck Odin and his silly ravens. At least now if they make another God of War, I am safe in the knowledge that these ravens won't be back for thirds. I mean, god damn it, Odin. All these ravens watching Kratos and Atreus across 2 games and you still didn't see it coming? Damn. So yeah, the ravens in Ragnarok are just unnecessary in my opinion. There's not a trophy tied to them, and yeah, you do get a boss fight at the end for getting them all, but it just wasn't really worth it. It wasn't an amazing secret boss fight or anything like that, and I just don't think the ravens needed to be in this game, or if they were, had to definitely be in them. Give us a trophy for defeating the Raven boss at the end or something. Why does it have to be tied to a completely different trophy, which requires me to get relics and sword hilts? This didn't need to be merged in with that. The Ravens should have had their own trophy, or had a trophy for defeating the Raven boss. That would have worked much better, but as it stands, they didn't do that. So for me, the God of War Ragnarok Ravens are just absolutely bullshit and unnecessary, and for that reason, and by pure association, the collector trophy gets a bullshit trophy rating of.
All right, here we go. Let's go! Oh, shit! Shit! Oh, shit! Hey, hold on. I'll see if there's an... Oh, shit!